Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here at Denison High School, here with the head coach of the Denison Yellow Jackets and my friend, Coach Chad Rogers, after a 41-23 win in the Battle of the Axe over Sherman. 8th year in a row for the Yellow Jackets to get the win. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. You know, it's a community win. It's you get the whole high school involved, and dealing with COVID and all this stuff. These kids were really excited to do something, and just having this game was important.
I mean, let's talk about the game itself and what this game means to these two communities. Obviously, you're from around here. You spent time here growing up, and you knew what this game meant. For someone not from Sherman or Denison, can you just sum up what the Battle of the Axe and the rivalry means to these two communities?
Well, we've played this game, not we because I wasn't here, 122 times, and they think it may have happened even earlier than 1901. They lost some archives and some newspapers, so they couldn't track down how long it's happened. But anytime we have a young man that started for us today, Will Gillespie at guard. His great-grandfather, maybe great-great-grandfather, was on the 1922 team. And that's what it brings out when you start talking about anything that's happened that long. They have a gold football that was bought by Mr. Munson back then. So, and I would be curious to how many generations have played. Is there a kid on our team that's 4 generations into this? Is there somebody on Sherman's team that's that many generations? And just the two communities, when they get along, we all drive the same streets. We eat in the same restaurants, but this week we're just neighbors.
Coach, obviously this year is a little bit different. You guys moved the game to Thursday night to have it on local TV since you couldn't have the crowd that you usually have at this game. Lots of protocols and mitigation, just walking through your field house, seeing the things that you guys are doing. How have the kids and the coaches adapted to the protocols you have in place to try to keep the kids safe?
Coaches have done an outstanding job. They constantly are cleaning and spraying and, on top of getting a team ready. I mean, I can't say enough about our teachers, our coaches, our administration, just what they do to keep our kids safe for our kids. Our staff is very unique. We stayed intact. We don't have a lot of movement in our staff, and these coaches treat these kids like their own. They take care of them like their family, and they are family because you spend as much time as we do together, you become family. But moving the game to a Thursday was because we have a lot of grandparents that played or that were wanting to watch their kids play. So what we did was by moving it to Thursday, we could put it on TV, get a broader audience. We had a lot of media there tonight. So.
Like me, decided to show you dragged out guys like me out of the woodwork to come to the game.
Well, by moving it to a Thursday, I think it was a great venue. You could tell we still had every ticket sold out. The first day the tickets were open. There's just a lot of excitement. And when you do it 8 times in a row, they're still excited about it.
The game itself, you guys started out a little slow. Sherman's a good team. Coach Martinez does a good job over there, and they came out ready to play, and they kind of punched you guys in the mouth a little bit and jumped out to that lead, 13-0 or 14-0 right away. They had a good game plan coming out, but I thought the pick 6, you guys got really changed momentum, and you got things going. And in the second half, you guys came out of the locker room and really dominated in the second half. Was there an adjustment you guys made in the locker room at halftime, or was it just more a matter of we just need to execute what we do a little bit better and clean up a couple things?
Well, execute a little bit better and clean up. We're too busy doing things that we don't do. Characteristically, we don't run our mouths, and we were doing that stuff, and we got out of our game. And you got to tip your hat to Sherman. Coach Martinez and his staff got after us. So, at halftime, we challenged our kids. We told them, hey, it's time to be physical. If you want to win, block for each other. We're going to get in the wishbone. We're going to put bodies on the ground and let's run the ball. Let's see how tough we are. Let's see how physical we are. Are you willing to do it for your brother? And there were some adjustments. We've got great coaches. They made some big-time adjustments. And defensively, I thought we settled down. I thought we wore on them a little bit. I think our strength and conditioning is as good as anybody's around. Our kids are in shape, and I think that in a first game of this magnitude and the emotional of this magnitude starts to wear on you. So, I think that was part of the difference.
Coach, now last year we learned that you like to celebrate a win with a Whataburger. I know the Battle of the Axe is special. Do you still go with Whataburger to celebrate, or do you have a special post-game meal when you win the Battle of the Axe?
We love Whataburger, and actually Thursday night is always date night for my wife. So about the last 20 years we've been eating Whataburger on the JV freshman game, so that's date night. So, you know, we love Whataburger.
Congrats on the win. Good luck the rest of the season. Appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas, and maybe we'll see you down the road, maybe come playoff time.
We love Dave Campbell's, and there's nobody better than Matt Stepp, so we appreciate you.